Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every week would be nice to come away with a win, but I guess being a milestone for myself would be a little bit more special.
What does it mean to you, the 300 games?
It means I've been in football for a long time and I'm one of the old boys here now, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. Obviously I'm very proud to have played 200 AFL games, and it's taken a long time to get here, as it always does, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think it's something that will really hit home and I'll be able to reflect on once I've been out of football for a little while.
Tell us about the move into the midfield, because when did that happen? Whose idea was that? And tell us about going, because you mainly played as a halfback defender.
Yeah, so I think that was the brainchild of Mark Harvey back in the day, and he gave me the chance up in the midfield, and obviously took a little while to kind of get going and get moving in there, but he saw something, I guess, that not many other people did, and persevered for a little while, and I feel like I'm repaying that choice now. I'm playing some pretty good football, I feel like, and pretty consistent.
Did you think it would work for you? Because you're a big guy, you're tall,
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I always liked the challenge of trying something new, and halfback wasn't really working for me at that stage, so I think I needed a change, and to get up in and around the football takes a different kind of mindset to a halfbacker, so it took a little adjusting, but it's definitely a challenge, and I definitely enjoyed it.
You're probably one of the taller guys in the competition. Have you found the last 4 to 5 years people going through the midfield are getting bigger?
Yeah, I'm not too sure as a whole. I know we've got some big guys going through there, and there are a couple of other taller guys in the competition, but as a general rule, I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Those first few years, were you trying to find out where your spot was within the side? What was the challenge there for you when you first got to the footy club? In terms of positioning on the ground, playing halfback, where would you play under Chris Connolly?
Oh yeah, so I was drafted as a fullback back in 2003, and come in as a halfback flanker, and was that kind of Paul Duffield, kind of Gary Gibson guy like we've got now. So the attacking rebounder, and so I found my niche there for a few years, and then as the game grew, and I guess opposition become more aware of a young guy coming through, I just kind of evolved out of that position and that role, I guess, and found myself working my way up the field, playing a bit more wing and through the mids.
Were you confident you had the tank to be a midfielder, or was it something you really had to work on?
Yeah, it's always something I've had to work on. I'm not the most athletically gifted player that we've got on our list, and it's something I continue to work hard on now. So, yes, it's always an area of improvement.
I think one of your real strengths, though, is the big games. You really have performed really well when the club needs you to in finals. Is that something? Has your mindset changed for finals or big games or derbies, or do you relish playing it?
Yeah, I'd like to say that it doesn't change and everything stays the same, but everyone wants to play well in the big games, especially finals and things like that. But in terms of my personal preparation, physically and mentally, it stays the same, I think. But there's always that little bit extra that you just want to get a bit more out of yourself. But I've been fortunate, especially in the last couple of years, to have been able to play in a few finals campaigns and some big finals and things like that, and hopefully it's something that we've got moving forward.
Did you feel like your performance in the grand final changed the way people within the walls and outside the walls looked at you as a player at all?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. You have to ask the people outside. I know internally, I know my role, and the coaches are very specific with what they want from me, and my teammates know what they can get and what they want from me. So I don't think it changed too much within these 4 walls. Does it
give you a great deal of confidence, though, that you can perform on the biggest stage?
Yeah, I always have that self-belief. I think everyone who runs out on the football field has that, and without it, we wouldn't be the players that we are.
How do you look at this weekend's game against West Coast? You guys will go in red-hot favourites?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's going to be a tough challenge, obviously. This year we're 1 and 2 versus West Coast, and those 2 were pretty dismal losses in the pre-season. So we certainly know it's going to be a red-hot game. They always are, and West Coast are going well now, 1-2 in a row, I think, and they're going to come out firing like they did earlier in the year. So it's going to be a really tough challenge, but one the boys are willing to face and really eager.
Do those losses from the pre-season stay in the back of your mind at all, or do you just look forward to this weekend?
Yeah, not too much. We learned a little bit from them, like all losses, but our process is that we review and we move forward and put our kind of review points into action, and we'll do that again this week.
The knock on the West Coast midfielders is it's a bit small and a bit slow, maybe. How do you find when you match up against them? challenge they present?
Yeah, no, I find them a very challenging midfielder. Matty Prittis on the inside, I generally play against a fair bit, and he's a big guy and hard to shift. And then they've got their other guys, Marston and Shuey, who are really quick. Excuse me, can really damage you really quickly. So I find their midfield quite potent.
Your pressure up the field's probably going to have to be very good because they're going to have some big marking targets down there without McFarlane and Johnson out there. Is that going to be a key focus?
I think so, but it is every week. We've played without those two guys for a number of weeks now and performed well. And that's one thing we always try and do: restrict opposition inside 50s. It's hard to kick goals when you're not getting inside 50s. So it's a focus for us every week.
So Matty DeBoer running around out there, would he be a chance to come in? Do you think?
Well, I think if he trains, he's a chance to play. Yeah, he'd obviously have to get picked, but then again, someone would have to be dropped for him to be picked. So I'm not too sure who that would be.
Ross Gibbs re-signed today, one of the free agents gone from the pool, so that's even more money available to the ones left, including you.
Terrific.
Has that progressed at all, or are you still just waiting till the end of the year?
Yeah, I'm fairly comfortable with where it's at. I know my management team are working hard behind the scenes for me, and I'm confident that in time a resolution will come.
Is there a great desire to be a one-cup player, given all you've achieved here and all you could achieve?
Yeah, there's lots of facets that go into the decision. Obviously, football orientated and family orientated, and so all of that are being weighed up at the moment, and we're just going through the process.
What are some of the factors that would make you want to stay here? What is it about Fremantle that would make you want to stay here a little bit longer?
Well, I guess I got my chance at Fremantle. Is a football side of one, and my wife is West Australian, so that's a family side of one.
You grew up Barracuda for Richmond, though. That might be one of your suitors.
Incorrect. That's incorrect. I'm a Geelong man.
Geelong man. Your sister's a Richmond.
Yeah,
is that
correct.
right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right.
But yeah, she would obviously want you to maybe go there.
I'm not too sure. My sister bags me out more than anyone, so
Yeah.
I don't think she rates me as a player. So.
Dave, you've in the past left it till the end of the year, so you're less comfortable doing it that way?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm comfortable with where it's at, and I'm happy for my football to do most of the talking at the moment. And Fremantle, we've got a lot to prove and to really strive for this year, and that's my key focus at the moment.
Is it a distraction at all? I mean, people are probably asking you in the street when you're on sign. We're asking, is it a distraction?
No, not at all. These are the only times I get asked, to be honest, and I don't do many of these. So, yeah, it's not a distraction at all.